Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to it. We're going to check that. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Our microphone got disconnected somewhere. So, in case none of that came through, hey, what we're about to do is we're going to be exploring how to pronounce different country names in American English pronunciation. If there's a specific country that you would like to see or that you have questions about, be sure to let us know. Hello to Emmanuel. Thanks for checking in. Okay, so let's try to get through as many as we can in about um, let's see what time we're about five or 10 minutes or so. We're going to be focusing on vowel sounds, the stressed syllable reductions, and weakening the consonant sounds as we go. Okay, should be back. I'm not sure why it's going out. I'll keep an eye on it so I can try to capture if the audio does that thing again. So for China, what you want to again watch out for is that N sound as well. Don't make the N too strong. So it's not China. N. It may be helpful once more to have to tip your tongue down against the bottom of your mouth. No, no. It's like China, China. So it's not China. It's usually more China. The other reason you're doing this too is because remember our point of emphasis. Our point of emphasis is on the vowel sounds. It's not on the um, it's not on the consonant. So the key sounds, for instance, in China, is that going to be about the vowels. So going from that I sound to the sound, it's like I. Sorry, dog keeps doing that. Jumping for some reason. If that keeps happening, we might actually just postpone the stream to tomorrow. Not sure why it's doing that. I think my computer needs an update. Windows was telling me it needs an update, so that's always fun. That might be a factor. So again, when you're saying China, it's important to get from that I sound to the sound. So China, China. Uh, I'm just gonna use this mic for right now, and hopefully that issue won't keep occurring. Double checking all my cords and stuff. Well, that's annoying. Anyways, what's our next word? So the United States. United States. Most of the stress is going to be on states. Okay. Um, United, United, United States. Okay. Um, hello also to Bertha check again. What's up, Bertha? We're going over how to pronounce country names. Um, So for United States, key thing stressing on states, that means that for United, you're taking several steps down. So like United, the id sound at the end of United needs to be low in pitch, United. Then you want to go higher on states. United States, United States, United States. Okay, so just a note on that. Our next word, Indonesia. Indonesia. Okay, so notice that when you have this Esia sound, this ESIA, in this case, it's going to take on a j. It's not a very common sound in English, but we have it here for like pleasure, leisure, fusion, Indonesia. So it's not j, it's a smoother sound. The air needs to keep flowing through the mouth. Don't block it completely. Asia, Asia, Indonesia. The stress is on the E, so the first two syllables are going to go down. Indo, Indo, then ni, then ja. Indonesia, Indonesia. And again, we're finishing with a schwa sound, so it's not Indonesia, It's more with the schwa at the end. Indonesia. Our next one, Pakistan. Pakistan. There's a couple different ways you're going to hear people in the U.S. pronounce this. The first way is Pakistan. Pakistan. So a sound, pack, like pack a bag. Pack, short I sound. Pack, and then stand. They have the a sound plus the n. And stand. Pakistan. Okay. You may also hear people say Pakistan. Okay. So you also hear a stan. An, stan, Pakistan, or Pakistan. And you may also hear for that first syllable, you may hear some people pronounce it with an ah sound, so like Pakistan. So Pakistan, Pakistan, Pakistan. Those are all different ways you may hear people pronouncing that country. Our next one, Nigeria. Stress on jeer. Again, we're finishing with the e sound with the schwa at the end, so watching out for that. Nigeria, Nigeria. Okay. Um, go also weak on the first syllable, deny. Make sure you're staying open enough on the jeer as well. Jeer, it's not jeer, jeer, jeer. Jeer, really trying to open up that ear sound to make sure enough air is coming through. Brazil, Brazil. Starting off with a schwa, bruh, bruh, and then short I sound on ill, ill. The tricky thing here for Brazil is the dark L at the end with the short I. So it's like ill, like you're sick. Ill, ill, ill. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna make myself big for a moment. Watch the tip of my tongue when I'm doing this. Ill, ill, ill. You notice that my tongue never goes up. The tip of my tongue is staying down to make that dark. L, ill, ill, ill. Bruh, schwa sound. Bruh, zill, bruh, zill, ill, zill. So definitely watch out for that. There's a tendency for a lot of people to want to say eel, Brazil versus Brazil, Brazil. Okay, so a bit of a different sound there. Next word, Bangladesh. You hear a lot of times. I know it's like it has the ESH. Sometimes you'll hear people saying Bangladesh, Bangladesh. And then you hear some people say Bangladesh, Bangladesh. So Bangladesh, Bangladesh. Honestly, overdose. Watch out for that NG sounds like Bangla, Bangla. So it's almost like an NG, followed by like a G sounds like Bangla, bang. So you want to say bang, with that back of your tongue, high NG sound, bang, bang. But then when you get to the GL, it's like gla, gla. It's like Bangla, Bangla, Bangla. So watch out for that NG sound in that first syllable, transitioning to the next. Emmanuel asks us how you pronounce Zanzibar. That middle syllable would take on a schwa sound and just reduce Zanza, Zanza. The stress is on Zan, so that means you're taking 3 steps down. It's like Zanzibar, Zanzibar, Zanzibar. Just a note on that. Good question. Do a few more. Then unfortunately, I do have to run. Let's maybe go down to Japan. Next one, Russia. 2 schwa sounds. Big thing here is that a lot of times students, when they say this, are using some ah sounds, like but it's Russia. So it's not Russia, it's Russia, Russia. Okay. Um, and again, focusing on going from schwa to schwa. Don't make your consonant sounds too strong. So it's like Russia, Russia, Russia. It's just a note on those. Next one. This is for Bertha. She's still with us. Mexico. Mexico. Okay. So stress that first syllable. I was just working with Bertha actually on this sound. Unfortunately, Mexico has that sound. So it's not meh, meh, it's more meh, meh. This is where you want the back middle front of your tongue high. You want a lot of air through your throat though. So like meh, eh, meh. One of the things I was talking about with Bertha for this sound is that again it's like biting the sides of your tongue on the so like I'm just biting the sides of my tongue. You can see my tongue. Eh. There you can see it, tongue between my teeth, and that's gonna help me make that sound. It's like meh, meh. Also notice that my lips are pretty closed there, right? It's like meh, Mexico, meh, Mexico. Um, the other thing you want to watch out for our our Latin language friends. For that final O sound, it's going to be very open, especially compared to like, for instance, like Spanish at the end. So it's not going to be oh. It's going to be uh really try to extend the breath. Don't stop the breath. Like Mexico, Mexico. We're not saying co. We're saying co. We're really pushing that breath out, extending it gently. It's not forcefully. Okay, so Mexico, co, Mexico. Next one, Ethiopia. Some nice vowel sounds here. We have an E, then we have an E, then we have an O, then we have an E, then we have an Lots of E sounds. So Ethiopia, Ethiopia, Ethiopia. Notice again, the stress comes late. Ethi, and then we get the stress. So you make sure you're going down and pitch on the Ethiop, O, and then we have Pia, 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 Ethiopia. Just watching out for that one. Ethiopia. Then our last one for today, um, it's going to be Japan. Japan. So notice the first syllable is a schwa sound, so it's not ja ja, it's ja ja ja. And then you have that ah sound plus a nasal once more. And Japan, Japan, Japan. Okay, so let's just kind of um, run through all these again. I'll work backwards. So Japan, make sure again you have the a plus n. And it's not an or on, it's an. Japan, Japan. Ethiopia, Ethiopia. Mexico, Mexico. Russia, Russia. Bangladesh, Bangladesh. Brazil, Brazil. Nigeria, Nigeria. Pakistan, Pakistan. Indonesia, Indonesia. United States, United States. China, China. India, India. And then for Emmanuel, okay, I know you're not worried about saying this, but Romania is is another one final country. Romania, stress Maine. Okay, watch out as you're saying Maine, by the way, for that A sound like it to the end. So it's an A in, it's not Ain, Romaine, it's Romaine. Keep the placement low, lots of breath, Romaine. And then again, the Ia, like we've seen in so many countries, Ia, Ia, Romania, Romania. You could say it out, tip of your tongue down against the bottom of your mouth the entire time, Romania. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry about our audio issues. I don't know what's going on. I'll try to update my computer. Should be good for tomorrow. Otherwise, I will see you guys later. Thanks for your time. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. You guys take care.